kind of always wanted to start a business, always where I saw myself going, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity to do something that we both love.
Well, yeah, pretty much what you said, but I was working for another place, another company, and John came to me and was saying about starting up our own, so it wasn't a permanent job or anything like that, so I ended up going, yeah, we'll give it a shot, and here we are, still going. No, there was jobs, like there was a few companies out there and all that, but it's usually kind of, you go for a few years, you work for them, and then you kind of move on. Probably could have stayed with them. Looked like I would have probably got a full-time job out of it and all, but sure, we were young and wanted to try it ourselves. So
Just once we had the kind of idea that this is something that maybe we could try as an avenue, because there's not, like, there is competition in Ireland, and it's pretty stiff competition, but it's not crazy. Like, you can make a mark. And we thought a lot of the companies that are there at the moment, they're quite big, and they wouldn't take on the smaller kind of jobs a lot of the time, or they'll overcharge them just because they're so busy that they can do it. So we figured there's a little niche there to kind of get an edge in the market, and the more we grew, the more we could kind of push on with that side of it. And obviously, there's my dad had his own company for years and years, so it wasn't that we had no idea what we were doing. We did have people to talk to, and there's different places you can go that they'll give you advice and tell you what you should do. It's not necessarily all good advice, but they'll try and help you out. Yeah, I mean, once you're willing to learn and take those kind of risks, and you're doing everything by the book, it's
fine, yeah.
It's fairly straightforward. Even when you get like accountants and that kind of thing, we have a lovely accountant, Mary, and she helps us out an awful lot. Makes sure books are always on time and done properly, and those kind of things are the pitfalls you can get caught. So
A lot of it over here seems to be more going towards like advertising, and films a little less so, because usually they have like an in-house kind of prop master and prop builders and stuff like that. You get an odd few like maybe for TV and stuff like that, but a lot of it is be advertising, and there's a lot of money involved in advertising.
Yeah, a few odd ones that are for like we did a prop bomb for our TV show, and we did these little cars that had to be able to hold flares to like burn wires in half and that kind of thing. So you do get the odd kind of crazy one, and even like a giant Wheel of Fortune type stuff for festivals, but a lot of the time it's photo shoot kind of things, that kind of thing.
You can go to prop houses and you can find a lot of stuff like that's kind of like old or kind of things that you can always have, like, or you'll have around or stuff like that. But it's, if they're looking for something in particular and they have a certain look and all that to it, then it's when they look for us then to build something like, say, the bomb. They had an idea of what they wanted for it, so we had to build it in that certain way and have like, they just want to have it, even with the shooting of it as well, they wanted to have images some ways and then maybe smoke coming out of other places, so we'd have to set up all that so that they could do all that. So it's it's custom stuff is when they really look for us.
The weirdest thing we've had to build, or we might just have to back and forth about a few of these. There's that weird moon.
The baby. The big, large baby. 6 foot baby.
I don't know why.
What was it, doll?
I don't know why I even actually thought we would have to have a conversation back and forth about this. It was definitely the baby.
It was the baby, yeah.
We were talking about this before. It's definitely the baby thing, though. No. It was like it was a 6 foot baby that had to look beaten up, and it was to raise money for Syrian refugee children, to raise money to get them presents and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so it was a doll, baby doll, not just a baby.
Not like a giant little baby.
Yeah, it was a baby doll.
But it had like a bib and everything, and actually afterwards you'd probably be able to see the bib spray paint line is actually right in front of us on the floor.
There, yeah.
But it was weird. You had like giant baby arms that were kind of pudgy and stuff, and so the giant baby arms and legs were just sitting in here. So you'd walk in and there'd just be like a weird horror show, and then this giant head would be sitting around here, and like I could fit in that head easily. And I'm not a giant by any stretch of the imagination, but it still shouldn't be able to fit in a baby's head. It was very upsetting.
Usually they explain what they want, or they might have even a sketch or something like that of what they want. And sometimes they might even give you dimensions or something like that, which makes life a lot easier. But no, it was kind of, your man even said it was kind of like they were going for the colour, like they wanted a green gel that was like from The Rock and stuff, that kind of look on it. But then they had a timer and smoke, and they wanted to make it look nearly like as if two parts could mix. So again, it's like kind of Die Hard kind of So it was all kind of stuff that we would have seen films and been like, okay. It's always a little bit handier when they email you and say, "Oh, I was at that talk. I was talking to you about it and all," and you're like, "Oh yeah," so you can kind of keep it a little bit more casual rather than so formal. We try and always do that. Actually, we try and keep it a bit more casual when we're talking even business for new quotes or something like that. Because, well, if you look in here, it's very casual. Like, you know, you get like guys coming in, clients, whatever, and they want to have a meeting with us and talk to us about a certain project that we're doing with them. And they'll be chatting away to you, and then if there's two people, the person that's not talking tends to be just kind of looking around, and then it'll go back to them and be like, "Sorry, what? I kind of missed everything."
Just doing that while you were talking.
Yeah.
We like making lots of nerdy things and that kind of thing. And no one is really kind of out there making weird stuff. We realized that we can easily make kind of cool candles. We're going to be doing, so we're going to be going to different markets, that kind of thing, have a stall, but that's kind of a low down thing to the side. We'll also be running fiberglassing courses. We're going to do model making courses. We know there's not that many in Ireland, so it'd be good to be able to come to a place like this, actually get hands-on experience and learn how to do things. That's probably one of the things I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
We have fiberglass masks, that kind of thing, that we were in talks to get them in shops, but we have to really follow it up, because I remember I was even talking to a comic book shop in Scotland and they wanted to stock some of our stuff. It's that kind of thing where there's actually a lot more facets than you originally realise into what you do, because what we do is so varied.
Yeah.
There's so many things. So that's the immediate future. But I think we also want to build on what we already do. The more jobs we do, the more we can show off that we can do. I think kind of props and set design is really where we want to.
Yeah,
That's really where we want to be heading.